looks like on the video here.
Yeah,
All right. So it's just Josiah and Andrew today, huh?
that's right. Yes,
Okay.
because I don't know if you can see the motion, but yeah, our leader is currently the captain of the ship and driving us across the beautiful state of Wyoming.
Awesome. Where are you guys at in Wyoming at this moment?
We just left a town called Sheridan, charming little western cowboy town,
That's just south of
in which we spent.
Montana.
I believe so.
Yep.
We are driving now to Gillette to make a stop, and then on to Rapid City for the night. So
We've been told
Nice.
it's the best the band can get.
nice.
What was that? What was the last comment?
Gillette's the best the band can get.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's funny. So we're bringing Disciple in concert to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This will be the Blast.fm's third concert ever. It's going to be by far our biggest concert ever. And we've got these handy Blast cards with the Disciple logo on it. It's Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night, July 31st, 7 p.m. at Life Change Church, formerly known as Sioux Falls First, 6300 West 41st Street. And there's a big buzz about the concert. I think we're going to get a lot of people there. Hold 700. Let's pack it out.
That sounds great.
Yeah, you guys are feeling what I'm throwing down there. So you guys have 4 new tracks from the from the extended remix, or not the extended remix, but the extended album, the extended version, deluxe version of Skeleton Psalms. What are the topics you're covering on those songs?
Topics. Oh wow. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. That's kind of why these are songs that kind of got left off of the album. Was they weren't quite in the same like thematic. You know, the Skeleton Psalms album has kind of a through line of themes, and these were songs that weren't quite finished. And the reason that a lot of them weren't quite finished is because they weren't quite like lining up with the rest of the songs. But yeah, we've got one that's kind of a just person to person, just dealing with bitterness and forgiveness sort of tune. We've got one that's a very bold, kind of classic Disciple song, just kind of a kind of mission statement kind of song that's got a lot of energy to it, called "If You Say So." We've got another one that's got a lot of great kind of positive spiritual energy to it, and let's see, yeah, it's so there's kind of. He kind of runs the gamut, but get out of here. Dane, our tour manager Dane, is gracefully exiting the scene.
Slithering back to the
Leave us alone, Dane. We're trying to do an interview here with Colin Cruz on the Blast.fm. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, we're excited to have some new music out this year. Not quite sure on details yet as far as release dates and all that, but yeah, there are some new songs coming, and where we love putting out new music. That's always the most fun part of what we do is the anticipation of a new song coming out, and then seeing people's reactions to it, and then playing it live and seeing that reaction as well.
And right now, our bus VIPs that do the tour bus experience get to hear a preview or maybe a whole version of at least one of these songs.
That's true. Yeah, it's been really fun to play them for people, sneak peek style. We'll play rough mixes or demos even of new songs like that when we do the tour bus experience, and that's a lot of fun.
Awesome. So what are the musical hijinks on the 4 songs? What's different about, what did you guys do differently musically on those songs that stands out?
Yeah, there's definitely some more like rock and roll spirit, as there has been in Disciple songs in the past, in one of them. The other one that I would classify as a heavy song is not so different from the other stuff on Skeleton Psalms. So that one probably feels like it could be on the album, and
You're cutting out. Driving through the middle of Wyoming. Disciple, it's in the middle of Wyoming here.
so it ended up being kind of a last minute. Did we glitch out?
Yeah, you glitched out.
Okay, so it ended up being a last minute spot.
All right.
I see you.
We are at the the
You're at
mountains around us.
Ah, yes. I took my kids through Wyoming about two summers ago, and it is absolute beauty and gorgeousness out there in Wyoming. If you've never been to Wyoming, you got to go to Wyoming. It's a beautiful state for sure. Can you hear me now? Well, we're talking with Disciple, and
Yes.
they. Okay. All right. So your video is frozen, but we hear you, and we're getting audio of this too. So. All right, so we got Joey, we got Josiah, and we have Andrew, and you guys have been in the band for about a decade now. Are you guys comfortable yet?
I'd say so.
Any day now. Any day now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
kind of weird because we're so used to being the new guys, and then we kind of hit a point where we were in the band longer than 2.0, and then now we're almost encroaching on the length of
1.0
time that
guys. Yep,
Right.
for sure. So how is Kevin as a band leader? What's he like? Just nothing but a smile. He's frozen in a smile. I don't hear you. Okay. Can you hear me now? Well, these guys are lucky because they're getting a long time to think about that answer because their audio. Okay, start over.
How about now? Any luck?
Yep, I can hear you now. How's Kevin as a band leader?
Yes. Yeah, he's the best. You know, he's got a singular focus on our mission and kind of the reason that we are a band and the reason that we are out here doing this and try.
Okay, so Josiah, what surprises you about the fella sitting next to you there? What surprises you about Andrew? Once again, they have more time to think about the question because they're driving through Wyoming and we keep glitching. Fellas, can you hear me? We're doing an interview with Disciple.
We hear you.
Okay, so you hear us. All right, I can hear you now. So Josiah, what surprises
so
you about
I was-
Andrew?
We've been great friends for a long time now, and so I'm not very surprised anymore. I think both of us have pretty consistent personalities, and so it's usually just some new noise he makes on the guitar at a show that I'm like, how'd you figure that one out? That's interesting.
And Andrew, what surprises you about Josiah?
I would say a lot of times I'll hear a song he's working on for us or for another artist that he's producing, and I'll be like, wow, how'd you learn to do that? Or what made you think of that? Or, you hear some sort of crazy thing encapsulated in a recording. But yeah, like you said, we've been good friends and we've lived close to each other for a long time now, so we get to have our families together a lot. And yeah, it's weird if he doesn't know something about me.
Right.
So you guys remastered, I believe, 7 albums recently, including "Oh God, Save Us All." Have you guys heard all the finished product already? And what do you think?
Yeah, well, it's kind of cool. That company Girder that we partner with for these vinyl releases has been great. They've kind of really, commandeered the whole project, and we basically just approve the artwork and the layout, and then we get the product, and it's great. People have loved buying those albums on vinyl. It's hard for us to keep them in stock, which is really cool. We sell a lot of physical product anyway, like music wise, compared to a lot of artists. We have a lot of fans who really like collecting the CDs and the vinyls now. So it's been a cool new thing to have on the merch table. I say new, isn't that funny? But having a slew of vinyls available has proven like we're not having trouble, holding on to too many of them.
Yeah, we might do cassettes next. You never know.
Ooh.
And then 8-track tapes.
Right. It's got the natural progression.
Yes. So I think you guys are the only band. I know you guys are the only band. Okay, so we have 4 radio stations. We have the Blast out of M, our original station, is